Hello, everyone. I am Fyruz Khan, and today I am back with a brand new class. If you haven't still liked our page, go to Facebook and just type in Fyruz Education Services. We have ample of videos on business studies and other subjects as well. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have around 55 videos now. We have a specific playlist for business studies. So you would like to go and check it out. Let's wait for some students to join, and we have some interesting lesson designed for you. Yes, we did a bit of this chapter, which was chapter 6, business structure. Let's start. So as you can see, this is a picture of a shop, a clothing store actually. And the name of this clothing store is Zara. And I took this picture. I took this picture in Leicester. I took this picture because it was such a beautiful store. You have Zara store all over the world. And Zara, it is headquartered in Spain in a city called Galicia. And it was found in 1975, okay? And Zara sells affordable clothes, mid-range affordable clothes, okay? It's a high street shopping mall. And Zara is headquartered in Spain. They have the main branches, the main branch or the headquarter, the head office is in Spain. And if you think about their factories and shops, they have several factories and several shops, one headquarter, one head office, and several factories and shops all around the world. They have the factories in Bangladesh, they have the factories in India, China, Turkey. They have their shops in UK, USA, a lot of shops actually, right? So a business which has its headquarters or main head office in Spain and then multiple factories and shops in several other countries, these kind of business are called multinational businesses. So Zara is a multinational business. Why is it called a multinational business? Because its head office, its headquarter is in Spain, which is fine, but they also have the factories in Bangladesh, in India, China, Turkey, and they have shops all around the world, UK, USA, Australia, New Zealand, Canada. So this kind of business who has the headquarters or office in one specific country and then different outlets or factories in several other countries is called multinational businesses. Okay. I have other examples of multinational businesses. If you think about the clothing industry, H&M, Gucci is a multinational business. If you think about technology, Apple is a multinational business because Apple's headquarter is in America, California, right? Silicon Valley, and they have the outlets and stores in all other countries, in several other countries, including China, UK, Europe. If you think about transport, Toyota, Mercedes is also a multinational business because Toyota is based in Japan, but they have their other factories and other showrooms in other different countries. Okay, so these are some of the examples that you can see, and I have given you examples of different sectors: clothing line, tech, transport. Okay. So multinational businesses, okay, an organization that will have its headquarter in one country and then operating branches or factories, assembly plants in other countries. And that kind of business is known as a multinational business, right? So there you go. But the question is, why do you want to have a head office in one country and then factories and office space or outlets in other countries? Why is that so? Because sometimes this kind of operation technique may be a hassle for you, but it clearly has its advantages, and we will have a look at it. So why become a multinational? Okay, think about think about Zara. Zara is a Spanish company. Think about Zara going to UK. Why do they want to go to UK? because it's closer to main markets. Because in UK, they have a target audience. They have a huge customer base. So if you're based in UK, if you have shops in UK or factories in UK or operating offices in UK, it's good because it's lower transport cost. Now, you don't have to send your product. Let's say this is a product. You don't have to send your product from Spain to England. You already have a factory or you already have an office in England. And then, therefore, the transport cost will be really low. Now, if you have a big market in UK and if you're already based in UK, it's good because you will have better market information. You're more closer to your target audience. And that is good in a way because you will get to learn from them. You will get a lot of insights from them. Okay. And sometimes when you're based in UK, people, when I didn't have much knowledge, I thought Zara was a British company because I was a student studying in the UK. Now, when you're locally available in the market, people perceive you as a local company, not a foreign company. And that's good. They think that you are their own. So you may be looked upon as a local company. A very fine example that came to my mind right now is Amazon. Now, when I was really young, Amazon's TV advert always came up in Indian television. And I thought at one point of time, I thought Amazon was an Indian company because the way they showed their ad was very different. The advertisements were very Indianized. So I deemed Amazon as an Indian company. And that's good. So if you're based in UK or if you're based in America or if you're based in Canada, people may look at you as a local company. And that's good. Okay. So you'll be closer to main markets. Lower transport cost. You'll have better market information. And you may be looked as a local company. Okay. What else? Lower cost of production. Now think about, why does Zara or Gap or H&M, why do they want to come to Bangladesh to manufacture the product? Now, a T-shirt, why will this T-shirt be manufactured here in Bangladesh? That's the main reason, because our labor rates are really, really low. The salary, the wages, the money that you need to pay them is very low. If you manufacture this T-shirt in America, you need to pay laborers $10 or $15 an hour. But if you make this in Bangladesh, the rate is really, really low, probably 100 taka in 1 hour. So there's a comparison, right? You can make this T-shirt in just 100 or 120 taka in Bangladesh. But I'm sure if you make this in Western countries like Canada, like UK or USA, it'll be a lot. Probably, I don't know, $11, $12. So the competitiveness will be lost out. Therefore, companies like Zara, companies like H&M, or companies like Gap, they come to Asian countries like India or Bangladesh because our labor rates, our salaries and wages are so low. You can also get office spaces, factory spaces at cheap cost, at cheaper rent. Now, if I rent a room in the UK, it's 200, 300, 400 pounds. But here, you can get a big house only for 20, 30,000 taka, right? So the rents are also cheap. And sometimes when foreign companies will come to your country, they will get government grants. They will get tax incentive. Government will help them. Why? Okay, when Zara is coming to Bangladesh, let's say Zara is coming to Bangladesh. Now, why would government of Bangladesh help Zara? Because they will create employment, because it's a very big company, because they have a lot of status, they have a lot of prestige, they will pay a lot of tax to the government. So in a way, they're helping the community, they're helping the country, and therefore, the government of Bangladesh may give them grants, may give them tax incentives, may give them free land to build factories and office space. Okay. So lower costs of production. Number 3. So number 1 is closer to main markets. You want to be in another country because you want to be closer to the main market. Lower transport cost. You have better knowledge, accessible. You may be looked as a local company. And then lower rates, lower salaries. cheaper rents. You can get government grants and taxes, and avoid import restrictions. Now think about, let's say I have this phone and I am exporting or importing this phone. Let's say I'm exporting this phone. I'm getting this phone from Spain to UK. There will be a certain cost because it's different country. Or let's say this is manufactured in Spain, I'll get it in Bangladesh. Now there'll be some cost, some import cost. I have to pay taxes. I have to pay tariffs. There will be legal paperwork. If you buy anything from abroad, you know that you have to pay taxes, especially for businesses. But now, if the company, instead of Spain, if they're based in Bangladesh, then I don't have to pay any import fee. I do not have to pay any taxes. I don't have to pay any kind of tariffs, or I do not have to be scared of any legal paperwork because this company is now based in Bangladesh. So I can avoid any kind of import restrictions. Okay, so now in order to get this phone from Spain, I don't have to pay taxes and tariffs, but this company is now in Bangladesh, so I can avoid all those. Okay, and this is also one of the main reasons why companies wants to move their base, okay, to avoid hassle, to avoid import restriction. Fourth is access to local natural resources. Now, why do big brands like Zara, H&M, or Gap or Levi's, why do they want to come to Bangladesh? That's the main question. We know cheaper rent. We know labor rates are really cheap, very affordable. We know that. But then, in Bangladesh, the laborers are skilled. They know how to make clothes. They know how to make a garment. They're very skillful in making t-shirts and jeans and shirts. Why do most of the electronic companies, why do they manufacture their product in China? Most of the phones, most of the computers, most of the laptops are all manufactured in China. Yes, it's correct because of cost benefit, because the costs are really low. That's correct. But on the other hand, also, the people in China are very skilled in assembling tech products. Right? They can do it very skillfully. They can do it very quickly, and you will enjoy low cost. They have the resources, or they may have the right raw material, and that's why you want to be there. Okay, so for now, the benefits. Why become a multinational? Why do you want to become a multinational? Means, let's say your operation is in Spain, but you want to have offices in UK or shops or factories in USA, Bangladesh, China. Why? Because you want to be closer to main markets, low transport cost, better market information. You get to know your customers firsthand. Okay, and you may be looked upon as a local company because you're operating there. People may not know that you've come from another country. Okay, and of course you will have lower costs of production. Okay, lower cost of production because people want to come to Bangladesh because labor rates are really low. It's not like America or UK. The rents are cheap. Yes, a factory space in Bangladesh may be 50,000 taka, but the factory space in the US or UK may be 5 lakhs taka per month. And you may also get a lot of support from the government grants, tax, and so on. And then you can avoid import restrictions. You don't have this hassle of importing items from Spain to Bangladesh, pay taxes, pay tariffs, so much of paperwork, legal hassle. No, you're not in Spain. Yes, you have a head office in Spain, but then you also have a local office in Bangladesh, and they can carry out activities. We have a Zara office in Bangladesh. It's there in Gulshan too. Right? I saw the other day. We also have IKEA office in Bangladesh. We don't have an IKEA store, but probably, I don't know, probably they export raw materials from here. Probably, I'm not sure. So think about that. And access to local natural resources. Why do China go to Why do big companies like Apple or Microsoft or Facebook, why do they always talk about China? Because yes, it's very affordable, but on the other hand, they're very skilled in making tech products. Okay, they're knowledgeable. Why do people want to come to Bangladesh to make clothes? Because the people here are skilled. They have the resources. They have the knowledge. Let's say, why do oil companies go to, Middle Eastern countries? Because you have oil there. And that's why oil companies like Shell or BP will want to have offices in the Middle Eastern countries because there are plethora of oil right out there. Okay. But however, there are potential problems. Now, the potential problem is interesting. Now, Zara is a Spanish company and they have the headquarters in Spain, which is fine. But then when you have factories and offices in UK, in USA, in Bangladesh or China and Turkey, there can be a problem. The problem can be communication. It can be a language barrier because each of this country have different languages. We know in UK and USA, English is spoken, but in Bangladesh, we speak Bengali. In China, Chinese, and Turkey, in Turkish. So there may be communication barriers, language barriers. This is the main problem with multinational companies, language barriers. Okay. Second, again, think about Zara. Zara is a Spanish company, we know, and their main office, again, let's say it's in Spain, in Galicia. They have their operating branches and shops and outlets in UK, USA, Bangladesh, China, Turkey. Now, when you're so spread out, you have shops and factories in different countries, it may be difficult for you to coordinate, right? Every day, you need to talk to the managers, you need to talk to the supervisors, take care of any problem that happens, take care of production facilities. So you may have coordination problems. So the two problems for multinationals most of the time is communication. Okay, the language may be different, the culture is different, right? The Western culture is different, the way they work is different, the way we work is quite different. Okay, the way our government functions is different, the way their government functions is different. I'm not talking about right or wrong. I'm talking about the functionality, the culture in general. Okay, so there may be misunderstandings. You may not understand. When I studied in the UK, I had problems. I had issues understanding their culture. I had friends from China, Turkey, and many other countries, European countries. Initially, I had problems understanding them. And the second problem is coordination, because you have so many offices, right, spread out in so many countries, so many outlets, so many factories. It may be difficult for you to coordinate. It may be difficult for you to coordinate, right? What is happening, what is not happening, checking out things, to monitor the things. Okay, so there you go. And you're, because you will not be able to, let's say the founder of Zara personally will not be able to discuss or talk to employees of these countries. It's impossible. So there may be coordination barriers. So these are the two problems that multinationals often face. One is language barrier, language culture barrier, communication problems, and the second is coordination problems. Okay. Great, let's go ahead. Now, potential benefits in host countries. Now, what does host country mean? If Zara is coming to Bangladesh, that means Bangladesh is the host country. If Apple is going to India, then India is the host country. If Amazon is going to, let's say Bolivia, then Bolivia is the host country. Okay, so if Zara is coming to Bangladesh, in this case, in this example, we are the host country. So for us, the benefits are immense, a lot. It will bring in foreign investment, foreign currency. We will get foreign money because they're going to invest here, right? Open up shops, open up factories. They will also create employment, because when they open up factories, they have to employ a lot of local people. Okay, and this will improve your living standard. This will increase uh, the GDP. This will increase the quality of local people. Okay, um, because they will bring the standard, they will bring the quality in Bangladesh. Now, when a company comes from abroad, let's say Zara coming from Spain to Bangladesh, they have to pay taxes to the government. And that is good. The government will be benefited. And as I said, GDP will increase. GDP means gross domestic product. The total amount of goods that a country makes is measured in GDP. That will increase. So when you make more goods, the living standard increases. Uh, when a country makes more goods, that means people has a lot of money in that country, and the buying power is a lot. They will, they will buy stuff more. Okay, so these are some of the potential benefit. They will bring in foreign money. When if Zara comes in, they will bring in euro, and the value of euro is a lot. So yeah, they will create a lot of employment. Okay, they will bring their quality, their technology, the productivity. They will create a benchmark, an international standard. They will also have to pay tax revenues in millions sometimes to the government, and this will boost the economy. This will help the economy, and GDP will increase, the total amount of goods that a country makes. And when a country makes a lot of goods, that means people has a lot of money. The buying power is a lot. Okay, and of course, the management will improve. We will get to learn from this international company different skills. Okay, so think about that. Think about that, right? So these are the potential benefits. There are drawbacks too. Now, drawbacks. What are the drawbacks of Bangladesh? Now, if Zara is coming to Bangladesh, then Bangladesh is the host country. Exploitation of local workforce. They may employ children. Those are not allowed to work. They may not pay the right wages, and big companies like Primark, Gap, Nike, they had lawsuits against them because they employed child labor, because they didn't have the right health and safety environment, because they were not paying minimum wages. So they will exploit the local workforce, and that's not good. Then Spain, Zara coming from Spain to Bangladesh is also mean that instead of polluting their country, they are polluting our country. Because we know when you have a factory, in factories you will have a lot of smokes coming out. You will have a lot of dangerous materials. There will be pollution. Yes. They will be polluting our country, and that's not good in a way. Then they will compete with the local firms. Local firms will be in danger because our local firms or clothing companies will not be able to compete with such a big company like Zara, and they will be forced out of the business. They will be squeezed out of the business. Okay, that's number three drawback. Okay, uh, so think about that, because small companies here is small. Like a company like, if you think about a small, like my friends have a small uh, clothing company, online company called Strides. Now Zara comes in here, they won't be able to compete with Strides will not be able to compete with Zara because they have been in the market for 45 years. um, they are a very big company. Okay, and then Zara is a Western company. Zara makes clothes for Western countries like European countries and America, UK. This is a screenshot taken from the website. Now, this kind of clothes, our women, or it's not appropriate in our culture, let's say. Okay, I'm not talking the religious point of view, but we wear different things, right? A ripped jeans may be very popular in UK, USA, Spain, but it may not be popular in Bangladesh because our culture is quite different, right? So think about that. So Zara makes clothes for Western people, not for us. So they'll be imposing Western culture. When you eat fast food like McDonald's or KFC or Nando's, It's not our food. They are imposing, they are forcing their culture on us. Okay, advertising, promotion is everything based on it. And then when they make profit, what happens is profits are not kept in Bangladesh. It'll not be kept in Bangladesh. Profits will be sent back to Spain because the head office is located in Spain. Everything will go back there. Okay, so basically they're coming here, they're polluting the environment. They will be using our local resources, they will be using our employees, exploit them, and then whatever profit they make, they will take it back. And there'll be depletion of natural resources, means they will use up, because they'll be using water, they'll be using electricity, they may use other natural resources, and এগুলো শেষ হয়ে যেতে পারে, right? There's already a scarcity of water, so there we go. So these are the drawbacks. They will exploit the local forest. Number two, there'll be pollution from plants. They'll be polluting the environment. Number three, local firms may be squeezed out. Okay, they will compete with the local firms, and local firms will be small and they will go out of business. People will lose their jobs. They're imposing Western culture. This is a Western culture. They're making outfits for Western culture. Okay, profits are sent back to the country. Once they make profit, they will send it back to Spain and not think about the people here in the country. And then they will use up resources. They'll use up coal, they will use up water and electricity and other natural resources. And ওরা যখন এটা use করবে, that means our natural resources will face scarcity. কমে যাবে সবকিছু, right? And then once the natural resources are over, they will go to some other country. Okay, now Bangladesh does not have any water. Now let's go to India, because India has plenty of water, and let's use them now. That's what sometimes multinational companies do. But however, they have advantages, and we've talked about the advantages. They will create employment opportunities. They will bring in foreign money, euros or dollars. They will bring a certain quality, international standard. They will pay a lot of tax in millions, sometimes in billions. The GDP will increase. Okay, living standards will increase, and they will bring management expertise. Right. If you have any questions so far, you can comment down on the comment section. The class went really well, and we're done in 27 minutes. Okay. So yeah, if you haven't liked our page, just type in Fyruz Education Services and like our page. You can also subscribe our YouTube channel. Again, type in Fyruz Education Services. I will be back again. Thank you very much. It was a very good class, and see you. Thank you.